Have you watched that film?
Italian
Was it
man, like-
Equilibrium or whatever?
Yeah,
Where they have
gun cartel.
they have like, I imagine they're like that.
Welcome back to the Threeskins Podcast, everyone. We're just talking a bit about like who would be the best at war.
Yeah.
Well, obviously America. Yeah.
Different kinds of war, though. Yeah, America, but like...
It is funny to see how much Russia's been stomped by just a small, poor country in Europe.
But are they going
not
full
small,
force?
but like small.
Well, no, but this is the thing that this has been a common theme with Russia for years, hasn't it? That like, yeah, they've got... Because the trouble is, like, it's like when Boris said about, we as, like, NATO and the rest of us that make up 50% of the world's value will not be threatened by someone that makes up 2.7%. It's like, yeah, but that's all well and... But it doesn't matter because Russia don't need to buy shit off of other people. Russia have spent the last, I don't know how many years, making their own shit. They've made their own tank and their own army and their own weapon. They've made all.
That's why it's so shit. Isn't
That's
it?
exactly. That's what it is, though. So it's like, they've got. Everyone goes, look at all this stuff they've got, but as usual, it just falls apart and it doesn't work because it's made in the snow and in the cold.
I know people who've gone to like American factories where they make all this stuff, and they just say it is miles and miles and miles of just tanks.
That's mental.
Miles and miles and miles of just planes, and these are the ones that other countries can rent.
Yeah.
So
they build them,
that,
and then like someone else can rent them.
I'm sure didn't the UK really recently get to like...
Yeah, we rent a lot of stuff off America.
Yeah. I think we did really recently though, like we rented
it's mainly
like
fighter jets, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
100 likes every episode, guys.
Anyway, let's not talk about war. War's boring.
Yeah.
I want to talk about poop.
You want to talk about
Let's talk about
Greggy?
poop.
I want to talk about
obviously the war's
poop.
horrendous. Ukraine. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, so...
Big up, their prime minister's the coolest guy in the world.
Zelensky.
He is the coolest man in the world.
I
didn't know
I know,
about.
I'm the coolest guy in the world.
No, but only because of that how he came to power thing is insane.
Yeah, but
like,
ways I always see it.
He played the prime minister on a comedy show and then
that's cool and all, but
that's
like,
insane.
Anyone who gets into politics,
Mate, Trump got in.
Yeah, but that
he was the apprentice guy.
Yeah, I know, but that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool then. Like, I bet Zelensky's comedy show was probably. I would say probably a hit. Must have been a hit.
Yeah, he was on wrestling. I mean, come on.
Trump was in WWE.
Was Zelensky?
Yeah, but so's everyone else.
Trump got Stone Cold Stunner.
Johnny Knoxville's on fucking WWE right now. Would I want him to be prime minister? Actually, President Johnny Knoxville.
He's got brain damage and it'd be better than Joe Biden.
That? In like the next 20 president, when Johnny Knoxville was the right age to be president. So when he's at like at least 70,
I know he's grey haired now.
President Johnny Knoxville,
I reckon
he looks great though. He's
inauguration would be like, right, get the cannon, and he's just like doing his one last stunt, like shooting him out.
And then they all come in like Jackass 2.5.
Yeah, but the way I see it, anyone gets in politics, instant distrust. Don't care. You could be the nicest guy. But you're still probably a piece of shit.
Don't trust no one.
You got into politics.
Not even yourself.
Only evil people get into politics. That's just fact. And you always hear that, I'm here, we're going to make things better. And they never do.
Yeah, to be honest, as track records go, I don't think anyone's ever gone into a country and been like, I'm going to sort this place out and ever achieve.
No one ever solves anything.
Yeah, no, there's too many things in a way.
Like what?
Like different...
everyone's got their own opinion on shit.
Yeah, you've got to get it. You've got to get it through, and then you got to go. Hey, House of Lords! Loads of old people that have no idea about the internet. Make something about the internet. And they're like, and they wake them up from like their fucking crematorium, like House of Lords. I fucking hate politics, bro. Let's just not talk about it for the rest of the podcast.
Right, so
every politician is my thing.
What is it we're going to do today? It was you the other day sent us on our little group chat a picture that you found online. Where did you find it?
I was on Instagram called Dude Wipes, and I think they should sponsor us. Dude Wipes. Yeah, they did like a thing where it's like the 12 worst places to poo, and you've got to like guess where it is.
Okay. And it's like a almost like a tournament, like you 1v1, which is the worst place to take a shit, and then we're gonna whittle it down and we'll decide as a 3,
just trying to find
which is the worst place.
It's the last
it's on
one
Matt literally just put it on the group chat a second ago.
Oh, he put it back in.
Yeah, it's right at the bottom.
Yeah, right at the bottom, boy.
There it is.
All right, all right, let's start then. The quicker we get into it, the better.
1, 2, 3,
Obviously,
4, 5.
How many are in total?
You'll see an image like here, or maybe here, or over there, somewhere.
I don't know if I'm doing that, boys. 16. There's 16 options, okay? And I want you to play along at home and say if we got the top one right.
All right, let's go then. So
do you want to do it? Yeah, it'd be nice of you to do it. I think.
All right. A porta potty or the beach? Now this depends on a few things. First off, is it a crowded beach?
No.
Is it your beach on your own?
Yeah, well, these are all got to be places where you're not going to get caught for shit.
All right, and then the porta potty, has that been used
before? No, that doesn't work because I bet some of them are situational in terms of there's more people there. So I think
the picture of the beach does have people on the beach.
I think the risk of being caught is 100%
it's illegal.
No, but then it's quite obvious.
No, but this is the thing because you even if there were people about, if you were sneaky enough, you could hypothetically take a shit on a beach.
Oh, has anyone ever shat on a beach?
100%.
You've shat on a beach?
No, I haven't. But have you been down the beach? No. Like, there's needles. There's needles and johnnies and all sorts of shit.
Where are you going to the beach?
Well, round here.
Southampton Beach.
Maybe not in LA. Yeah,
Southampton Beach. Yeah,
LA beaches are worse, mate.
Probably. But this is what I mean, though. I bet some homeless person in LA has just banged a shit on Venice Beach.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I feel like imagine you were on a tropical island on your own and you just take a shit on the beach. I think that would be like pure luxury.
I saw a video the other day of a man in London, and it was he took a shit outside of a supermarket on a main London high street, just on the floor, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of people and no one said anything. People are filming it, going, "Oh my god!" But
scared to say
you're not going to run up on the bloke having it.
What am I supposed? Oh, is this the guy?
The funniest thing about the video as well, that he was wearing a shirt and tie.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, why is this man?
Did he shit on the floor? Is it the one?
Yeah, he shits on the floor.
Have you seen the one where the guy shits in that guy's mop bucket whilst he's using it?
No.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
That's brilliant.
It's so crazy.
I'm not paid enough to clean this out.
No, I'd be like,
I'd just quit there and then.
See,
I'm done now.
I think this is all based on circumstance. If you shit in a porta potty, and like say Matt's shouting it beforehand, it's gonna be fucking awful.
Yeah,
but if Matt's shouting on the beach beforehand, I'm not likely to smell it because I'm not in the contained area.
And it's a big like kitty litter box.
That is a very good point. But for me personally, even if a porta potty is fucking grim, I think I would take the porta potty on the chin as opposed to whipping my kecks down at the beach. And risking
I think the risk of getting caught on the beach is pretty bad.
People are not going to catch me beach, but the other way around.
I'm not one of these people.
A porta potty has loo roll beach there.
To be honest, I may not have the best view on this because I'm one of these people. I will only go somewhere if it's desperate. The landing bay is open. Normally I can hold it and I'll wait until I get home most of the time.
I'm a free grouper. If it needs to come out, you get it out, man.
See, I'm quite good at...
You weren't saying that when I was like, Greg, I'm going to shit my pants. Let me go stand next to this old person's home and poo in it.
I was about to say, we have limits, alright? Dude,
it's outside in old people's home on this list.
Dude, we were walking home, and when I say that he pooped, literally, like, just outside someone's house... in the most residential suburban area you've ever been in. And he
just tried to hide in a little bush that was completely see-through.
Yeah, it was completely see-through, and he's just there squatting, just taking a shit. It was mad. Anyway, I think we need a rule, The rule is that you can take toilet tissue with you to any of these locations.
Okay, that's a fair.
Because otherwise, that's going to be a big argument in some of them, and I think I've ruined it.
Well, in that,
I think the beach. Another thing about the beach is the entertainment value. Okay, so if you take a shit...
Greg, these are going to be too long.
Now, if you take a shit, and the tide's coming in, you can sit there and watch the tide take your poop.
Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, sure. Well, like when sandcastles get dissolved in the sea.
I'd say taken by the ocean.
I'd say the beach definitely wins then.
Beach.
For entertainment, for one risk factor, and just
I would
purely
not get caught.
No, but
then we're trying to find the worst.
The worst. So porta potty.
Porta potty is the worst.
Because the beach, I think.
What you would honestly,
I would rather shit on the beach than sit on someone's piss.
If you was at the beach and there was a porta potty at the beach, and you were like, you would shit on the floor as opposed to going in the porta potty.
I have to say the beach is worse because.
But people
get caught. I just don't want to get caught.
As horrible as a porta potty
can be. If either of you two were in a porta potty taking a shit, I would fucking push it over.
Well, there is that.
Just think
in this instance, in my head, I was on my own. Funnily enough, I wasn't with you.
So you guys are thinking beach.
I'm thinking
we're a democracy.
I would love.
You'd honestly rather shit on the beach than in a porta potty.
Yeah, because I know people wouldn't catch me.
Nah.
You started this off by being like, let's eliminate the risk of being caught. Like,
no, I don't want the court thing to be part of it.
Nah, you're going to get caught.
Yeah, that's the
Whenever you ever been to a beach and there's not been someone else there.
That's fair enough.
Have you ever been on a beach
I agree.
Ever?
All right.
Never.
But if we're doing hypotheticals, think of it this way. All of the ones where you're going to accidentally get caught are immediately like lower.
I agree, but that's part of what you have to
consider. Yeah, that's part of it, because some places are busier than others, isn't it? And that's why they're worse.
What are we saying? Pork pie?
If you were somewhere completely desert on your own, you'd shit anywhere, wouldn't you? Because it'd be like, there's no one here. Like, I'm just shit.
Mate, none of these bother me. I reckon I've done all of them.
Alright, next one. House party or plane?
House party.
I'd rather poop at a house party.
No, I'd rather poop on a plane. House party is worse.
Why? Because
it's just awful. Have you ever done that?
If it's a hectic house party, it's the shit everywhere. There's people been puking in that toilet, and you might get something.
And people just run up on you in the bog, just no fucks given.
And also, the fucking plane toilets have that flush mechanism.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
And that's really cool.
I like watching
it really fun.
Suck the log away.
Yeah. Didn't Buster Rhymes get stuck in one of those for like a commercial or something?
What, in a plane toilet?
Yeah.
Really?
Anyway, I think house party.
What you think is worse? House party?
No, it's the best. So the worst.
No.
I've shat on planes before, and it's not a nice experience, and they are small. And it is a bit porta potty-esque. It's small, and bare other people have been in there, and it's just. But
do you remember the Amsterdam plane we went on?
I'm way more nervous shitting on a.
Especially if Matt's at the house party, amount of times that Matt tries to break down doors when people are in the bathroom and stuff.
Innit? I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not.
Greg does the same.
I like to
never
be.
Done it.
I like to be left on my own while I'm shitting. And as horrible as a toilet plane is, no one's going to run up on you while you're having a shit.
You've got
a house party.
Yeah, you've got a nice little mechanism that tells it it's occupied.
Yeah.
No one's going to fucking bother you.
A house party, there is no. You could be mid-wipe and someone run in and I'm not up for that.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to convince me because you already have 2 votes towards.
Okay, anyway, fuck you. So we're going.
We're a democracy here.
House party is the worst.
I think house party is worse.
Right. Next is sporting event, or when there is no bathroom close to you. I don't know what that means.
Well, that could just be anywhere, couldn't it? When there is no.
Well, it has a picture of a desert. So we're just going to say a desert.
Should we say the desert?
Because
if you put a place where there's no bathroom, that's obvious. That's just going to win the whole thing.
Okay, you're in the middle of the Sahara Desert. That's it.
Yeah, but how am I getting out of the desert? I wouldn't mind shitting in the desert because there's not many people around.
If the wind's blowing, you're going to get sandy ass though. And I don't know if you've ever got sand up your crack. It's
pretty awful. However, when you're going to be in a situation where you're going to be dehydrated, do not poo.
Really? Is that supposed to be a thing?
Yeah, man. You keep the moisture in you.
You keep the poo moisture in you. Yeah, I'm not joking.
Yeah, you got to suck that poo moisture up. If you pooped, you need to put it back up there.
Yeah.
It's got to go back in some way.
You can eat it.
What if you put it in a sock and wring out the... That's a fucking video idea.
You need that moisture. I don't really go to sporting events. What they like? What they like the shit in?
You've been to the WWE wrestling.
I was fine there.
I'll tell you what, this isn't... honestly, I hadn't thought about this until now. I think this is... I must have been to over... Hundreds of football matches in my life. Hundreds. And I don't think I've ever shit at one.
Okay, have you pissed at them? What they like?
Yeah, I've always pissed.
What they like?
Oh, the toilets are horrible.
You piss in the cubicle?
No, I piss at a urinal. I haven't really got any problem pissing at a urinal. Football days they're packed for urinals, even worse than like a night out. Like, you know how bad a night out can be. Like football games are, because everyone's waiting for that one certain point. You piss before the match, half time, or afterwards. If you're desperate, you'll go for a piss in the middle of it.
Why don't you just get a stadium
everyone.
Matt would not be like that.
Thousands of people all the way.
I went to cinema the other day. Matt went out at least 4 times.
That's because I was sick.
See, I can't do that. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's just being a pussy.
No, that's why I like going to the cinema for certain things. Certain things I love, I'm like, I have to see that at the cinema. But I'm not much of a cinema fan.
What's his name? Fucking...
Oh, you saw the Batman.
Battinson, that's what they call him.
Mr. Battinson. It was actually alright. It was alright.
It was good.
It was like...
Yeah? My brother went to see it,
8 out of 10.
It was really good. Oh, really? Did you really like it?
I don't think it's as good as Dark Knight. Some people say it is. I don't know.
I need to watch it again.
I
missed like half hour of it.
I like the feeling of it. It's very... It's just good. But it can get. I hope the sequel's better. I hope they really go out there with.
If they left it open for a sequel.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Anyway,
I have to see it.
So what were we thinking? Sporting event or just the desert? I'd like to shit in the desert.
No, I don't think a desert would be that bad.
You can be like a dog. You can fucking dig your little hole.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to be in a desert because it's a sporting event. Yeah, you just go when everyone else isn't going.
Yeah, that is true.
And you wipe the seats down.
But
but that's effort.
Or you fucking hover shit.
You don't have to even think about that shit. You just get your squat down, you take your shit, and you walk off.
You could be in the Sahara Desert, but not like let's say you're in the desert, but you're not far enough away that you're going to die. You're like 2 miles deep into the Sahara Desert, and you can do your shit and then walk back to fucking civilization. But there's no one around. You're in the desert. I would shit in the desert.
Desert, definitely over sporting event.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to wipe your ass, but
you wouldn't.
I don't think I'm going to agree with these guys on any of these.
The rules are you're allowed to take toilet roll with you.
Oh yeah, you said yeah. I'm shitting in the desert.
Yeah, shit in the desert.
Yeah, it's just the whole thing is ambiguous.
I'm just saying. There's the whole. Of course, it's ambiguous. All right. So, what are we saying?
Somewhere where there isn't a toilet.
Yeah,
good one, dude.
Yeah, that's why we got to write that off, because it's bullshit.
Do you want it to say sporting event, specifically 1987?
Do you think they honestly couldn't just, they actually couldn't think of anything else?
They were just couldn't.
A place where you
So,
can't
we're saying sporting event's the worst?
It's worse. It's not that bad, but it's worse than a desert where there's just sand and nothing else.
Event. Next one.
The toilets are notoriously grim in most arenas.
New hookups place. So someone you've literally just hooked up with, that night.
Okay.
Or
so what, your
significant other's family's house. So someone you've been with for quite a while.
Hookup. Yeah, hookup's the worst.
Because it's so awkward, man. Because you're like...
No, actually, family event.
No, you're just being a devil's advocate.
I'm not.
No.
I'll tell you why. She's just smelt my body odour.
Yeah. Yeah, but your shit odour's a different thing. And if that lingers, she's not going to want that.
If she doesn't mind it, then she's a keeper.
Well, that's true.
She will mind it.
Yeah, but that's
she will.
There you go.
Yours are bad,
She wouldn't mind mine. I got quite.
To be honest, we haven't.
I got flowery poops.
This is the thing. We haven't actually This is actually an important factor. It depends how bad your shits are, because in any public situation where it's embarrassing, it's going to be bad because yours are honking.
It smells like fucking Victorian sewers.
I've done shits before that I've thought
I had a gastroscopy.
It's never been as.
I had a gastroscopy 3 days ago.
How'd that go?
It's not great.
No, not fun.
Well, you haven't got cancer, so it's alright.
Not yet. Well, they've sent off for loads of. They took loads of biopsies.
Oh, did they? Lovely.
It's a little camera with a thing on the end that's comes out like this and just picks stuff off you.
I have to say,
pulls.
That sounds horrible. That does not sound like a pleasant experience.
Nah, because
it was really quick though. I was woozy for 24 hours after. I probably still am. 24 hours afterwards because they gave me some strong sedation.
Nice. I bet you enjoyed that.
It was alright actually.
Yeah, he was fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was out of it.
I was walking around the house all day the next day I'm still fucked.
There's nothing like getting fucked on government money, It's just the best.
Oh, God.
I'm thinking,
I don't like it.
New hookups place is definitely the worst.
I think so, because
your significant others, I don't give a shit about what my significant other's family think about me.
Yeah, exactly.
They can go fuck themselves.
It depends what you're thinking as a new hookup, though, because if it's literally you know it's a one night stand,
then you don't give. Oh yeah, then you don't give a
fuck.
But
there's always that if you get with someone like that, there's always that. Well, this could go. So then, if you was to immediately
she's gonna smell my honking shits at one stage.
Yeah, no,
why not the first night?
The first night you're coming in too hot.
What she comes
coming in hot.
You got to attract them to at least one more night with you before you go.
Yeah, but what if they're like, oh, do you know what? I'm really starting to like you, and then one day they smell my shits and they're like, nah, it's off.
No, but this is the thing. Once you've been with someone long enough, then they would.
You got a point, but also I disagree.
It's
with
a point.
No,
but I think the reverse also works. So I don't know.
No, because I don't think it does work like that. Because there's always that in any relationship. There's the first few weeks or months period where you are still all very don't want to poo in front of you, but then a year or two deep or whatever.
I've never had that.
Then you like shit. Then you like shit in each other's mouths.
I've never had.
Yeah.
I think the thing is that when you're still, it's like fishing, yeah. When you got your hook, out there, and okay, sure, you've got a bite, but just because you've got a bite doesn't mean you start reeling. You know what I mean? You wait till you start reeling before you shit in that fucking fish's mouth.
jam that shit down that fish's throat.
No.
I don't know, mate.
Yeah.
This is a hard one. No, because you brought up a good point.
I think the hookup is worse.
You gotta find out sooner or later, innit?
Yeah, but it's just
but
in terms of how embarrassed
you need to go to shit before you bang it.
What if you get married with someone and you've hidden the fact that your shit's honk for ages and you get married to them and they marry
you? You see, that's why you don't do that, and I'm not disputing that you let them, but just not on the first night.
What night then?
Well, just
what night? Right, what night? What?
Alright, Matt. I'll accept your argument, alright? But now you have to argue why shitting at your significant other's parents' house is worse.
Because
it's not that bad.
They would smell it. That's far worse.
Who gives a fuck what some old granny fucking thinks about your shit?
I care less about what a hookup would think.
No, but you know how
Why do you care what their parents think? Why would you ever care what a significant other... Fuck their parents.
No, because it's significant... Yeah, but if... Right, okay. I guarantee, I've met one of your ex-significant...
You probably have, I don't remember. But Motherfucker.
There's no fucking way on earth you would have put your poo stink around her nose. Because she would have never spoken to you again.
That would have been fun. I wouldn't have...
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Alright, boys.
Right answer.
You decide. You guys decide.
It's got to be hookup, because fuck...
I think it's hookup.
Yeah, but I don't think it's bad, but... Compared to...
Hookup's the worst. Yeah, we'll do hookup.
Alright, hookup then. Alright, let's check what we got next.
Look at you being...
Just shit,
In a stall in a crowded bathroom. So
look the bathroom's full. Wait, look at me what? What are you saying?
Always just being the... So, you've been like, you disagree.
So this is... Okay, so
I'm a big man of pooping.
You're taking the shit in a bathroom, but it's crowded. There's tons of people in there. You know when there's like 5 people waiting to come in?
I had it the other day in Spoons.
Oh, okay. And then the next one is a small restaurant bathroom. You know, like the really tiny ones. You've ever been to a restaurant where it's just like, you have to go down a back alley to this tiny little fucking...
Yeah, you have to leave the restaurant and then go down...
Yeah. And it's literally like a little hole. You just you have to
Yeah. That, I'd take that over the crowded one with
crowded one's worse.
Yeah, I hate crowded,
Because I was in there and there was people kicking the doors and...
Yeah, fucking crowded.
I wouldn't mind the little off one on its own. If I'd walk 20 minutes, be like, where the fuck is this bathroom?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd...
And also, because
you'd hear someone coming from miles away.
It's small, but it's not an issue.
I don't mind small as long as I'm on left on my own.
How about this? A bus or
a bus?
Yeah, you like a bus coach. Yeah,
it
says bus.
Okay.
Or
just not on just the top of a double decker, just like
or a petrol station. It says gas station.
I would. Shitting on a bus is worse, and I know because I've done it like 3 times. I've done it. I hate shitting on coaches. It's a fucking worst
most petrol station toilets over here. I don't think are that bad, really.
No, they're
not.
No,
because the only reason I think they aren't is because most petrol stations in this country, I think, and this is like the big ones, you pull off on like motorways, like big service stations, we call them. But like petrol stations, not many of them have toilets. They're really few and far between. Only a few of them may have a toilet around the back, so I feel like a lot of people don't use them.
You might be right. However, I did find one maybe this time last year. Greg was annoyed at me. I was like, Greg, please pull over. I need a shit.
Oh, yeah, man. That was so irritating.
It seems to be a running
He's always
thing,
like
this.
Dude, whenever we go, on a big road trip, it's literally... Like, we stop every 20 minutes from the shit.
Sorry,
it's so bad.
I need a shit. And you were like, oh, fuck, Greg, go on in. I was like, yeah, Greg, it's either that or I shit in your car. What's that, shit in your car? Shit
why didn't you learn to hold your shit?
What would you prefer me do?
Why didn't you learn to hold your shit in? It's not that hard. You clench your butt cheeks, you clench your fucking sphincter.
Greg, I don't have very good control over my sphincter.
Why didn't learn?
I can't, it's too late.
Tai Chi or some shit.
Too late.
It's gone too far. I can't turn back.
And I pooped in this gas station toilet. They didn't have any toilet roll, so I pulled my trousers back up, waddled back to the car. I was like, Greg, I need to get my wallet. Sorry, mate. I got my wallet, went into the petrol station, bought some toilet paper, went back into the toilet, wiped my ass of it. Someone's banging on the door. Everything wouldn't flush. I was using the toilet brush and I had like 3 bits of sweet corn on the end, and I was like, I just popped it back in the toilet brush holder with 3 bits of sweet corn on it. And Greg got really annoyed.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe petrol station toilets are fucking grim.
She was banging on the door. What am I supposed to do?
Nah, I still think Coach is worse than that. Even
Coach is a million times
that
worse.
is Coach is
Coach
bad.
is fucking the worst thing. All right, let's go.
And I could barely fit in them.
I remember when we went on a coach to wherever it was, and either you or Paul were, and we were sat right near the toilet, and you two were both in and out of the toilet. I think.
No, I didn't go. No, man.
Did you not?
Like Greg
I'm sure one of us.
Greg exaggerates that I shit all the time. I shit like once a day.
He literally shits at least 8 times a day. Minimum.
You're like a Great Dane.
I don't shit.
He literally.
I honestly don't shit that much.
You've already had 3 shits since we started that podcast, man.
Every time you see a cut, if you're watching this, every time
Matt's
you see a cut,
shit.
Matt's gone for a shit.
Alright, we're moving on.
I don't believe that.
We're moving on, alright. A train or a festival?
I'd rather
think a festival's worse.
Festival's worse.
Nah, I think festival's alright.
No, festival's worse.
When I've been to
What's a
festivals...
porta fucking potty in a festival?
I think told the story
yeah,
about
we have. I heard it
I
the
think
other
it
day.
depends, because like, if you go to like a big
We can do
3-day...
stuff again though, it's funny.
If you go to like a big 3-day festival, I think there's like... When I went to Boomtown, they had such a luxury fucking toilets. It was so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't expect of all places. I wouldn't have expected that at Boomtown.
Mate, it's because they use all natural stuff. You know, like sawdust and stuff like that. It kills the smell. It was great. Loved it.
Apparently, I haven't been, but my mate goes all the time.
I've been
Apparently,
on the train a few
DMT.
times, yeah, and the door locks never work on trains in England.
That is a good point, actually.
And like, literally, the amount of times I've been there to pissing, and someone's opened the door.
Yeah.
Pissing's not that bad because you got your back turned.
If you're
taking a shit and that opened up,
and most train toilets, because it's always in that, you're always like kind of a bit far away from the door. Yeah. So someone opens it and you have to exactly. It's not like you can hold the handle and shit. Like you're like trains are bad.
Trains are bad to shit on because the locking system's not great.
Yeah.
So I've been on I used to get to the train every day to work, and at least 3 times I saw someone sat on the toilet while someone pressed the button and it just opened.
Yeah, 100%.
They just sat on the toilet like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
that happened. That happened when you were with me once, didn't it?
With the woman?
Yeah, we're talking about it in full one time.
It's bad.
We've already spoken about it, but yeah.
So we go in train? You guys support my decision?
Yeah, just because of the opening door
yeah,
thing.
It's just horrible.
Yeah, I think train's
embarrassing, isn't it?
Because the festival's just a porta potty, isn't it?
In a festival, I'm happy shitting on the floor, just like, woo!
Yeah, that's true. At a festival, you can get away with it.
You're fucked up.
Yeah, this is the thing. There's bare people
There's lots of mud. You just hide in the mud.
And also, you're so fucked up on drugs and alcohol.
No one cares.
You don't. Not even no one cares, but you don't care.
Yeah, you don't care. Oh, shit flaps. Festival shits. Matt just went for a shit, by the way.
Yeah, Matt just had to go have a shit.
Matt just
it's great. Can you guys smell it? I didn't clean the.
What was the other one? What was the other option?
What was it? Festival and train. I think train's worse.
Train's
because of the door
1,000 times
situation.
worse, mate.
Yeah. So train. Yeah.
Greg, have you ever pooped outside before?
What do you mean?
In pooped in nature.
100 times. Really? I mean, literally, the forest just down the road at least 100 times.
Why?
Because I've been out there drinking and getting drunk and doing drugs.
That's a valid excuse, really.
Because I needed a poo.
But didn't you just literally 10 minutes ago give me shit for not being able to hold it in? Ah, gotcha!
Yeah, but I'm not...
Rewind!
Yeah, but in my defence, it's because I'm there all night. I can't hold it.
Okay.
Back at you, Matt.
Yeah.
What was it in car? Yeah, we were on a 5-hour journey.
5 hours compared to a whole fucking night. That's completely different.
No, it's not.
If we were on like a 12-hour fucking drive,
you said the forest just down there. Just walk back here, take a shit, we'll go back.
Because you could just shit outdoors. Why are you making this more of an issue than it needs to be?
Just hold it in.
Nah, there's no point. Anyway, next
that's always great. No. Change the fucking topic.
Bar or Starbucks? That's fucking stupid.
Bar or Starbucks?
Yeah.
Bar is worse.
Yeah, bar.
Bar's
Boom.
worse.
I don't even want to discuss that. That was a terrible one. Starbucks.
Starbucks toilets aren't.
They're just normal toilets.
Are you guys going to remember which one we picked for all of these?
Yeah. All right, next one. We're back over. We're back over. So now it's porta potty. Was it porta potty that one?
Oh, we're back over now.
Which one was worse again? Porta potty or the beach?
We went the beach was worse.
Oh, the beach. Okay, so
wait, have we done all of them?
Yeah,
that's all it. Okay, yeah.
All right, so the beach versus house party.
Oh.
What would you shit in?
I honestly I think a house party's worse than the beach.
Nah, the beach is worse because a house party...
It's the fact of getting caught.
I think you have more chance of getting caught at a house party than you do at the beach.
Yeah, but
genuinely
at the beach you've got like 100 people staring at your ass, and also
no, you haven't necessarily.
You can get put on the sex offenders register, whereas at a house party
you haven't necessarily. Most beaches are long enough that you can walk to a point where you think, right, the closest person to me is like 40, 50 yards away. Like if I just find a bush really quickly and just drop.
What about them windbreakers that old people bring?
If you had
that's what they're doing.
Yeah, they must be. Old people.
They get, hey there, Johnny, can you get Grandma a pit?
And old people are like, have dusty poo, don't they? So it just dusts away into the sand.
It just comes out like sand.
That's what the sand is.
There you go.
That's what sand is, man.
That's what sand is.
They love going down the coast, don't they? Going on the bus and clapping along.
Old people have existed forever.
They love Margate in the beach.
I heard, that's actually true.
What is? Dusty shit.
Well, people are always down the front, aren't they?
Sometimes you get down the front.
I've never seen an old person shit.
Have you seen many
Google
people shit?
I've seen people shit.
Google it right now.
Do old people shit?
I'm not looking at that. So what are we thinking? Beach or house party? I'm trying to get this going. I'll Google it. I'll Google it. Jesus Christ. I'm going on incognito. I'm not having this in my fucking search history.
Why are you searching old people shitting?
Because he asked me to. Old person taking a shit.
I don't want to see that.
Well, you don't have to. I have to see it though.
I can see your. I have to look at what. No, I won't look.
Yeah, I'll try not to make sure my glasses don't reflect it because we don't want to get done in by. Okay. Well, none of it's graphic yet.
Yeah, you got to turn the safe search off, Greg.
I think it is off.
We saw an old person taking a shit.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Proper old she was, mate.
She should be on the sex offenders register.
Do you think if I write in graphic as well, it'll come up more? Nah, literally nothing.
Really?
Literally, I can't get anything up.
I guarantee right now, if you go on some porn site and you put like old person shitting, I bet you'll have loads of stuff. You're going to find it on Google Images.
I'm just going to put...
Give shit.
Old person shit. Old person shitting themselves. So that might work.
If that doesn't work, the internet's broken. It's not as crazy as I remember it was.
It's just watery, isn't it?
Just watery.
I'm just going to put old person squatting taking a shit.
For fuck's You're not having much luck.
How do old people survive? Because like old people nowadays they all need like 13 handles to get up and down from just squatting on the toilet, don't they?
What is it when you eat poop?
Scat.
I'm gonna put scat. See if that works.
Skip.
No, literally. For some reason, that's the result.
Gnomes? What the fuck is that?
Oh, this is stupid. I hate this.
That's going in the thumbnail.
What is that thing?
Old pooping gnome.
Alright, so what are we thinking? Beach or house party?
I think a house party's worse. I honestly do.
I think the beach is worse because you get caught.
I've shat at a house party a lot and there's been some bad times, but usually it's alright. So I'm going to go with beach.
And you mangled already?
Yeah. Beach. You going beach?
Yeah.
I'd say house party, but no, that's alright.
Alright,
we're a
next
democracy.
We got sporting event versus new hookups place.
New hookups place.
Hookups place is worse than sporting event. Yeah.
Alright, that's unanimous straight away. Alright, next one. In a store in a crowded bathroom. So crowded bathroom versus coach. Coach is so bad, man.
I don't know though if that's worse.
Trust me, I've been on coaches recently, and a crowded bathroom is exactly the same as a crowded coach.
Yeah, because like literally everyone is like a paper thin wall away from you, hearing every sound you make.
And you can't blame it on anyone else.
Yeah. But I feel a little bit more vulnerable.
And as soon as you get up to go to the toilet, everyone stares at you. Everyone on that coach is looking at you.
It's almost a bit like. With a coach, even though it's the same thing, like the judging that you get after you come. But I feel more vulnerable in it because most public bathrooms, there's like no roof and there's gaps in the doors and everyone like, and you just feel like exposed. Whereas like at least one on a coach.
Have you been to American?
A coach is still a room, isn't it? Like to yourself a little bit.
There's a gentleman's
may as well not be.
To me, a coach isn't much different than going for a shit on an airplane.
No,
it's the same thing. It might be a little bit worse.
No. And the coach... No,
I don't know when the last time you went on a coach, but the coaches I've been on recently, you might as well just sit in a fucking cardboard box around you like Mr. Bean and take a shit.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's not good. It's just not great.
Like Mr. Bean.
I just don't like it.
I love that skit, man.
You know when he does it, when he turns his head and it's like... I love that bit so much.
The only bad thing about a crowded bathroom to me is having to wait to take my shit. That's the only problem about it being crowded. I don't give a shit, because as soon as you're in your stall, you're safe. You can do whatever you want.
You're already drunk.
What are you talking about?
I don't give a... Yeah, you're just drunk in a...
What are you talking about drunk?
I'm just thinking like pub bathroom.
Oh, yeah, but no, it's crowded anyway. Yeah, it could be like a Chessington on a busy day.
Oh, yeah, that Chessington one would be pretty shit. Did I tell you about that time that I was taking a shit once? It wasn't in Chessington, but it was.
Everywhere you've ever been, have you taken a shit there? Like,
yeah, I thought Park had a shit.
Brilliant.
So
I was taking shits, mate.
I was in Fort Park taking a shit, and some kid's face just popped up from underneath.
Oh, mate, that's creepy. Nah, I'll stomp on it.
Crowded bathrooms are worse.
That's good.
Yeah, okay.
The coach, it's shit, but no one's coming in on you. Like, everyone's like, there's someone going for shit right now.
He was just...
The crowded bathrooms.
That is a game changer.
He just laid on the floor and looked up at me.
Nah, I wouldn't be having that.
He didn't even say anything.
I wouldn't be having that.
It's just like his dad, like, come on, get off the floor.
I guess, you don't have that in the coach, do you?
No, you don't. And even though they're horrible, when you walk up the stairs a bit after, or you come out afterwards and everyone knows you've had a shit.
I guess,
but it's still...
a crowded bathroom, like, you never know what characters it's crowded.
No.
With, you know what I mean?
You never know who's going to, like, will from the in-betweeners you over the top and, like, take photos of you.
Or if you get
shit.
Mr. Beans, mate, and someone's got to put their hand in your pocket and he's just like there behind you.
That's my favourite Mr. Bean skit. That is so funny. I laughed at that so much as a child.
Alright, so what we
do you know what he's on about?
Yeah.
What,
he puts his hand in the back of a guy's trousers to like put a credit card back in. And the guy goes to the toilet and his hand's stuck in there.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
He goes all the way to the toilet with him. And then the guy takes his trousers
they're stuck
down
in the cubicle.
And he's like there behind him, like.
I don't remember.
Have you not seen that?
I saw all of them. I just don't remember that.
He's like looking for the toilet roll.
The one I always used to find the funniest as a kid that used to just make me laugh was when he gets himself in that postal bag. You know, they stick him on the train. And he's like hopping in the station in this like post. I always found that the funniest.
So good.
What are some other good?
So we're going.
We're
going crowded bathroom then.
Yeah, I think crowded bathroom is worse.
Do you know what? This podcast reminds me of so many things I never would have remembered.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. All right.
No, it's not, because I'm going to fucking have nightmares about it.
This is the last of the quarter.
I've spent most of my life trying to forget most of my life.
This is the
last. So I don't want to...
last of the quarterfinals.
Is this the quarters, is it?
I think it's quarters.
It is. Yeah, you're right.
So, train or bar? I think train.
Train's worse.
Train's just especially in England. The England train toilets are fucking horrible.
Train.
Bars are like...
Bar toilets
are shit.
Bar toilets are like grimy.
It's just because the lock.
Yeah, it's the lock. The lock.
Yeah, but isn't a bar toilet crowded toilet?
No, but it's not necessarily always crowded. It's not necessarily always.
I find also
crowded,
bar toilets like they don't. Like when you go to like some toilets, like a kid can pop his head down. Kid can't pop his head over a bar. He's not allowed in. It's 18+.
And you have that benefit. If you're in a bar, I'm probably drunk, and everyone else is probably drunk. And if I was to be run up on having a shit while drunk,
you wouldn't care, would you?
I probably wouldn't. Maybe a little bit, but I wouldn't care as much.
You turn around and show them your shit and asshole. You wouldn't care, would you? You're drunk.
That's true.
All right, so train.
I think the train's worse.
All right, boys, we're into the semi-finals.
I don't know what's going to be top.
The beach. I think it's the beach, isn't it? Yeah, beach.
Yeah, we chose the beach.
The beach versus New Hookups Place. I think the beach is worse. Because I'm just sat there taking a shit on a fucking beach. Okay, like, what's a famous beach in England? Sandbanks. Imagine you're at Sandbanks and you're just taking a shit. Alright, it's just not right. There's nothing right about that.
No, this is what you do, right?
No, it's not right. And you know it's not right. But there's still I'm still fairly confident. I reckon I could take a shit on a beach and not be caught. There's a risk I could, but
the best way to do it is, when people are like up to their neck in sand, you just do that, take a shit.
I'm not personally scared. I'm not personally.
It's genius.
Frantically digging a hole, like, oh god,
it's coming.
Yeah.
I'm not personally too worried about shit in a new hookups place because I know my shit isn't smelly. So
mine is horrific.
Mine's not all the time, but sometimes it is.
Yeah. If
you just get a bit of bleach out, if they've got
some Ken's fried chicken or a doner kebab after a night out,
some bleach.
And I'm sure they have some bleach and spray. They're a woman. They love that shit.
Yeah, and you can always use the excuse of, oh my god, when I flushed it, then it just kicked some stuff up.
I'd just be like,
I think that your drains are fucked.
I'll be like,
Donna rod out here. Yeah, it's bad.
I'll be like, look, girl, you must have had a massive shit before I did, because that wasn't me.
See,
maybe the new hookup's not that bad then. Yeah, okay, maybe the beach is probably worse.
All right.
You get fucking put in prison forever. What's worse, shitting on a beach or shitting on a beach and get caught shitting in a prison for the rest of your life?
Yeah, why is prison not on this list? Right. Prison would be awful, wouldn't it?
Crowded bathroom versus train.
Mm-hmm.
Train's worse.
I think train's
worse. Just horrible. Train is like crowded bathroom, except your door doesn't lock. Imagine, yeah. You're going back.
Imagine you were that elderly lady. Yeah, what's worse, that or a crowded bathroom?
Yeah.
That's 10 times worse. It's so bad. These doors just don't look. And yeah, like you said, there's such a distance between you and the door.
No, stop!
to close the door, you have to crawl across the floor.
You have to get up off the toilet, don't you?
Hold your nuts. Oh mate, yeah. and if you're mid shit, you can't get up because the shit might drop on the floor.
Yeah, toilet's worse.
Yeah,
toilet's worse.
Train's the worst.
Train, yeah.
All right, beach versus train then, boys.
Oh fucking hell!
Sex offenders register or embarrassment.
No, it's sex offenders register, both of them.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know, mate. That's a hard one.
Because there's always it's always in the bendy bit of the train, the toilet, and the gap. But there's always one or two seats, or the trains are normally busy in this country.
There's always 5 people standing near the door.
When it happened to me and Matt that time, honestly, we were this far away from the door, and there were
it was
7 or 8 or 9 other people just in this vicinity near us.
Yeah, but at the beach, mate, there's a lot more people.
People sat right where that chair is, and people sat right, and it just.
But then you're right. You could, if you were quite far, if someone was squatting down, not really close to me, you wouldn't think, he's taking a shit. You think, he's squatting down, maybe he's taking a picture of some birds.
What, at the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what I mean. You don't. If you're going all guns blazing right out into the middle of the beach where kids are making sandcastles and shit, then fuck that.
But also,
beaches are normally long enough.
The train does look.
How about this?
You get even busy beaches. They all congregate at one bit, and you can walk far enough down along the beach where you think there's not many
none of us have
people
thought of this. Does this count?
Go on.
What is the beach? What would you count a beach as?
Where the ocean meets the fucking
shoreline.
So, can you kind of get in the water a little bit?
Get in the water.
Get in the water. Kevin and Perry.
Why did we not think about this?
Kevin and Perry?
You can. You could just get in the water and just take a shit.
You could.
No one's
It
gonna
would
know.
come up immediately like that. Bang.
You get out enough.
No, it would follow you. What if it followed you? No,
what if it attracts sharks?
I don't think I'd be brazen enough to shit in the sea because you.
No, but if you really needed to, and it was a busy beach, you would.
Have you ever pissed in the sea?
Nah, I definitely would.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't been in the sea in years.
Nah, fuck
I don't like going in the sea. I don't
That's
like it.
That's the thing, I have to go in the sea.
Maybe
now.
if I live somewhere like Mediterranean where the sea is crystal clear and it's lovely weather, yes.
Then you've got great whites and shit.
I feel like even in the UK, even on in the blistering summer heat,
sharks a lot more
going in the sea is always still just horrible and shit and cold and it's just shit.
It's always freezing cold, the water.
Yeah, and you always just cut your feet and there's always just shit all over the bottom.
I just wear my shoes.
Yeah, I don't enjoy going in the sea.
I don't like the sea. Fuck the sea. It's got lots of creepy crawlies and shit.
Alright, go to prison then.
But you could...
I would rather shit in a train than on the beach.
On the beach? Are we saying
at the beach?
On the
Even at the beach. Unless it's a toilet at the beach. There's a beach toilet.
You could just go and... But there are lots of things you could do at the beach to cover it up. You could just go and buy one of those windbreakers.
You could just dig a fucking massive hole.
Yeah. Set a windbreaker
Remember those holes we used to make, Greg?
Okay, but the chances of the train door happening, while quite high, is still not that as high as I think the chances of you being on the beach and getting caught shitting. Any
guy that stood in a train thing, the train, like the seat comes down when you stood up pissing. So there's always like piss all over it, and you're like, going around the corner.
Well, there is always piss all over.
So you've got to clean up before you shit on a train toilet. So there's that as well. And it can be busy, and the train door can open at any point. I feel like,
but it's a beach. Like you're taking a shit on the beach. It's just. You're trying to tell me that shitting on the beach makes more sense than using a dedicated toilet.
No. But the competition is which one makes the most sense. Which is the worst.
How about this? We go in my car and we drive down to the beach and you go take a shit on the beach. You prove it to
me. Yeah, okay.
Right.
The beach is the worst.
I know I could find an isolated spot on the beach and shit. Wouldn't necessarily be proud of it, and it wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, this is a reasonable place to shit. It would be one of those quick, cut short, like, oh, this is bad, I can't believe I did that.
You wait until you're really full.
I know, anxiety-wise, I think if I could find a secluded enough spot, like, in the evening, down the beach, and be like, but there's never a point, really, on a train where it's not got people on it. It's not much different than a coach, except the door might open.
Yeah.
Fuck that!
I don't think that these were varied enough.
It's pretty bad.
No, the train.
No, it's a terrible list.
The train is awful.
Hard. I just don't know, mate. Like it's
because the train's loads of bad ones combined in one. It's could get caught. The door could open. It's crowded. It's like a crowded bathroom.
But the difference is when you get caught taking a shit in a dedicated toilet. That's different to getting caught just. Ass out, shitting on a beach.
No, but right.
That's true. No, Greg's right.
All right, I'm about to.
No, Greg's right.
No.
Greg's right.
Think about it like this.
Greg
right?
wins.
No, you got to think of it.
Greg's right.
All right, but let me put this point forward. Yeah.
Imagine, right? Can
I just say? Let me put this point forward, and then you decide. Right. I'm shitting on the beach, and I know I'm not supposed to be shitting there. Right. So I've already found a proper secluded enough spot. Right. The chances of me, I might come across one, maybe two people. Right. Not gonna be many. If a person catches me shitting on the beach and they go, what are you doing? Kicks her up and I'll run away. Ha, fuck you. Say you're on a 5-hour train journey, right? And it's bare packed.
You just get off
and you've got one seat, right? And it's just, oh, you haven't got a seat. It's crowded. You were stood by the toilet. You shit in the toilet. You're an hour deep into a 5-hour journey, right? The door whips open. You were it's just coming out your arse, and you're like, and everyone is ka-dunk clunk, and you're there, right? And then you have to get out of that bathroom and stand with all these people that just saw you do that.
All you have to do
is way worse.
If the door opens, you look to the geezer closest to the door, and it's like, can you shut that door, mate? I'm taking a shit.
See, right, Greg,
it's confidence.
This is why Greg's right, okay?
Of course,
the train The train is a designated place to shit.
Yeah, but it's horrible.
If the door opens and someone sat on that toilet, that kind of is already like half in your mind. If you're walking down the beach and someone's got their ass out and poop is coming out of it, you're not even prepared for that.
And at least when the door opens on a train, you're not seeing the shit come out their asshole.
Yeah, but I think most people wouldn't. If you was walking,
could just go to the next carriage.
If you was walking down the beach and there was somebody in a secluded spot on the beach shitting, I wouldn't confront them.
Look.
I'd just be like,
all I'm saying is, I've had the door open on me in the train toilet before.
Think how
shitting.
Well, no, I was sat on the toilet, but I was peeing because I was looking at my phone.
How much second-hand embarrassment did we have for that woman? Me and you stood there for the rest of the time,
that's no granny.
Looking at each other like...
There was an old granny.
If it was me and Matt on the train...
I'd laugh at you
and the door opened and you were sat on it...
I'd laugh my bollocks off at you.
But if I was at the beach and I saw you take a shit on the beach, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, the beach is the worst.
Don't play shit on the beach.
Yeah, you're right, Greggy.
So the worst place in the world
Was that the winner? Was that the final?
According to the list,
is the
beach.
That's nowhere near the worst place to shit.
No, it's not. Not as a whole.
It's not like the middle of a park. That's a pretty bad place to shit.
It's a fucking play area slide.
Imagine being in a battlefield in the middle of a gunfight and you need a shit. That's a bad place to shit.
Yeah, a lot of them just shit their pants.
Middle of
they
war.
probably do, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Where else would be bad?
A school?
On an ice rink?
This is a fucking play area.
I just...
School's
pretty bad.
These are all bad places.
You have a school toilet.
No, it's just a school.
On a classroom.
That's a bad place.
That's probably the worst place in the world to shit.
Many worse
as an adult who doesn't go to that school, walking and shit.
There's so many worse places to shit than the beach. But the beach won.
Also, you said earlier, a concentration camp.
Oh, that would be pretty bad.
That's bad.
What about like a walk-in freezer?
That's bad.
Pretty cold.
Really bad. Like, I think it would master smell though, a walk-in freezer. I don't think it would smell as bad. If the shit froze immediately, I think it would just freeze all the smell.
They're like -50. I kind of like.
I've been into when I worked at a butcher's for a long time, and that had multiple walk-in freezers, and they've got like boxes of meat in corners that you think that's probably been there for years, and it doesn't really smell in there. There's no smell. Like,
interesting.
So I think a deep freezing your shit would make it not smell as much. I think if you froze
Have you heard of a space dildo?
Is that in the condom and then freeze it and then...
Yeah.
See, I've heard of that before, but I heard it as... Back to Urban Dictionary. I heard it as a different name. I knew that as an Alaskan pipeline.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah.
We used to call it the space dildo.
That's brilliant. The space dildo's better.
Where you poop in a condom, freeze it, and then shove the poopy condom up your ass still.
Nice.
Do you hear what we're talking?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Poopy condom.
No, it's called the space dildo.
Space dildo's a better name for it.
All right then.
But yeah, there are much worse places.
Yeah, I think the beach is a terrible conclusion to the story.
You guys at home,
what kind of beach?
You guys home, let us know in that list which one you'd have picked for the worst place. But also let us know some suggestions of worst places in general.
Dunkirk Beach.
What, during battle?
Yeah. You get caught in the middle of that, and you're like, oh fuck! Everyone's getting down. You're like, that would.
Yeah, and then you got to drop down, and then you sit and shit, and it's
just
a bad night.
That'd have been bad.
All right.
Like, where else would be really horrible? A wedding, in the middle of the ceremony.
Yeah, on the floor.
A funeral would be worse. As the coffin's going in the ground.
Yeah, on the coffin. Yeah.
You're like, I'm so sorry.
In the coffin. Open it up.
I saw that. This is just complete. I've seen loads of videos of people shitting in the street recently. But I saw this. I don't know why. But I saw this video of this bloke, squatted, led down on the floor. And this man's going mental at him, like, this bloke's fucking shitting outside my fucking house. And the bloke's like, I'm really sorry, man. He's like, I just got caught short. He's like, I've got diarrhea. And
dude, I felt so bad for that guy.
I felt horrible.
I felt so bad for him.
Oh, mate.
I would just invite him in. It's like, look, man.
Yeah, come use my toilet, man.
Use my toilet if you really need
it. It was bad. Yeah, he's going in on him. And mate obviously can't defend himself.
That's embarrassing, man.
He's led on the floor, shitting himself. Yeah, it's awful.
I think you might be right, Greg. On a school desk, what's classes?
That is just bad.
It's the worst place on earth.
You're gonna get arrested. People will never.
Like Cartman.
Everyone you ever known, if they found out about that, they would fucking disown you. Everyone would act like you never existed. It would be fucking horrible.
How about something that, if you pooped on a landmine, that kind of thing?
On a landmine,
it would kill you. That would be the worst.
Okay, that's probably pooping on a landmine is pretty bad. I think that's a good answer. That's a good answer.
What else can you poo on that would kill you?
Not much. A landmine, I think landmine's the best thing in the game.
How is that the best?
That's just the way it is. That's the way the things work.
What about Reactor 12 at fucking Chernobyl or whatever?
The elephant's foot. Oh, fucking hell.
Alright, shall we do some agony cunt then?
Yes.
We haven't done agony cunt.
We're going to do some agony cunts. If you are relatively new to this podcast, I don't imagine many of you are, but if you're relatively new, this is a feature that we used to do. September this year is going to be 4 years we've been doing this. 4 years we've been doing it. That's insane. Yeah, it's nuts. But yeah, it was a regular feature that we did the first, 30, 40 podcasts maybe.
Yeah.
Agony Greg or Agony Cunt. Agony Aunt, basically, we used to ask you guys to send in things that you wanted advice on, and Greg would do his best to Agony Aunt you in these situations. And yeah, we're going to go through a few of them now. We put them up on Instagram. If you do have any Agony Aunts after this, write them in the comments. Feel free to send them to us on social media, either of our social medias or the Threeskins. All of that is in the link in the description. I don't know why I'm going on my Instagram. There's a picture, isn't there? Right, so we got all of these off of Instagram.
All right, fine.
Feel free.
No, just shoot through them all.
I'll get
every single one done.
So,
there's a poop one in there.
In 2 minutes.
Doig or Doig, Doig Blake 99 on Instagram said, "Dear Agony Cunt, what's the best way for disciplining a cat when it shits on a carpet?"
Just sit on it.
Shit on it.
Just sit on the cat. Yeah,
that's the ultimate power move.
That's a power move. You wait till they're like fast asleep, they're having a great time, they're on their back like and you just fucking take your ass
You would
out.
never poo on a cat.
That should be on that list.
It's not about whether I would, it's about whether...
It's whether they would.
I'd feel really vulnerable
I don't know who this person
on a
is.
cat. Like, your balls don't, like...
Yeah, that's true. Get like Preston Lacey'd.
Yeah.
Another thing you can do is you can get the cat poop and then, like, force feed it to the cat.
No, you just...
Every single time he poops in your house, you force feed him shit, and then he associates taking the poo in the house with eating shit.
Why is that a good thing? Why?
Because then it won't shit in the house.
What's that got to do anything?
Then it won't shit in the house because it will be like, oh, I'm going to get force-fed shit.
You're just going to have a cat vomiting shit everywhere now.
Nah, cause you just grab it by the scruff of its neck and chuck it. And chuck it outdoors.
Don't, Greg.
This is why we stopped doing this feature.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Nah, it's not going to get real advice from me. You're just going to get okay advice.
Okay, right. GWC.UK on Instagram said, "Hello, me and my partner just had a third child. Is it too late for me to go to the shop for milk?"
It's literally never too late. The kids can be in their 50s and you're like in a retirement home. It's never too late to go out and get some milk. Because really, you're an adult and going to get some milk is, you know, a reasonable thing for an adult to go do. Unless you're a vegan.
Right.
No, I know what you mean. If you want to run away from your family, just do it. The sooner you do it, the better, really. Because that's more of your youth. That's more of your youth you're wasting.
Before she can remember any of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Third child, he didn't say.
You want to develop an attachment to these kids before you run away. You want to get out of there before you develop an attachment. Just run.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fucking run.
Run.
Go get some milk, man.
Go get that milk.
Go get that fucking milk. Some cigarettes as well.
Go get that fucking milk. Okay, I thought this one was quite interesting. It's not necessarily an agony aunt, but I'm interested to see your take on it, Greg. Josh101090 on Instagram said, "If you can name all 8 capital cities in Australia, he will personally buy you a beer." It's not necessarily an agony aunt, but I'm interested to see your take on it.
I couldn't even name all the states, mate.
Yeah, but there's not many like main cities in Australia, is it? Just try and bulk. I know the capital.
You have heard of 7 of them.
Let me have a look.
All right, fucking Bond's a light city.
Start with the capital.
Canberra.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney.
Yep.
Melbourne.
Yep.
Darwin.
Yep.
Fuck me.
You got 3 more.
Our grandparents stayed there.
Perth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me.
That's not one.
B. Think of B.
Brisbane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The last
you
one.
You got one more. You won't get the last one. But I think you've done very well.
Yeah, that's definitely a crate.
I don't know if you know this, but seeing as we don't think it begins with a H. And it's in Tasmania.
I fucking ham.
No. Hobart. But you
Hobart.
Fair play to you.
I've heard of Hobart.
Fair play, Greggy. I think
See?
I think Josh
See?
I think Josh owes you at least half a pint.
No. He owes you like a keg.
Yeah, I'll take a keg.
Because Greg
even half a keg I'll take.
Greg doesn't even know any like cities in our county. Yeah, exactly.
That's a good how did you
Portsmouth and Southampton.
I'll give you that. It's
you
fair
go.
enough.
That's not all of them though, is it?
That's the main ones though, isn't it, really?
I don't remember.
Right.
Next one.
A couple of people actually asked this, but I saw Noah Fisher on Instagram. It's a popular thing that's going around right now. Everyone's talking about this. Greg, are there more doors or more wheels on the planet?
This is going to blow his mind, I reckon.
I think that depends on a lot of things. What counts as a door? What counts as a wheel?
Yeah. Well,
do you know, interestingly enough, quickly, do you know who the biggest, tyre manufacturer is?
Well, Michelin, man.
Lego.
Aye.
Because they make bare of,
There you go. It's got to be wheels then, mate. All them Lego wheels.
I think most people commonly in this debate, this has been going around all over the internet for the last few weeks. I think most people come to the same conclusion, wheels.
You think it's doors?
See, I was team doors at
How many doors are in this house? How many wheels are in this house?
No, but you have to think that,
do you count cupboard doors as a door?
No, but very true. But you have to think wheels.
Do you count those as doors?
I think it means in terms of door you can go through. So it doesn't necessarily have to have a door in it.
So
but
every car has a door.
Yeah, but they've all got the same amount of wheels as well, if not more. You've got a spare in the boot, 4 on it. There's wheels everywhere.
Think of
a window is just a door.
Think of a skyscraper. How many skyscrapers have more wheels
doors, then?
Maybe
skyscrapers.
Maybe it's doors.
But I'd say there's considerably more vehicles on the planet than there is skyscrapers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but every car.
I think anything that you can pass.
Yeah, but every car
is a wheel.
Yeah, but every car is also one person living in a house, and there's lots of doors in a house.
I think a wheel counts as anything circular that has a steering wheel, a wheel,
no,
a
I think
tyre,
maybe doors,
a spinning wheel, a hamster wheel.
Makes more sense to me.
Doors. I think I'm coming around to doors. Yeah, it does make a lot of sense.
It's a tricky one. I'll Google later and see which one in.
No, I'm not interested. I don't want. I prefer the mystery.
Yeah, keep the mystery. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Any others?
Yeah, we've got a couple of others. Okay, Jesse_Wheeler_2000 on Instagram said, "How to grow facial hair fast."
Put Rogaine on your face.
Rogaine.
I've already been talking to my friends.
We're doing that for a video.
Because I can't grow facial hair.
Joe Rogaine.
Yeah, I think I've heard stories that it does work.
Greg, what would you do if you saw Joe Rogan in person?
You're right, mate.
No. What would you do to him?
I wouldn't do anything to him.
You slap his head.
He'd kill me.
No,
he's fucking shaven ape. Just
get COVID and cough on him,
dude. He has had roids for the last 30 years. He literally. I mean, his heart probably is going to fail soon.
But how would you get rid of him?
Poison.
Yeah, how would you poison Joe Rogan?
Novichok.
Poison.
Novichok him.
Novichok.
I can't get a hold of Novichok, can I? If I actually had to kill him, what would I do?
Yeah.
I don't know, mate.
How would you kill Joe Rogan?
I'd just run up behind him and stab him in the head.
In the head.
It's just an easy way, isn't it?
And it's always a visible wound, so you always be reminded.
He's a big target because he's a big shiny bald head.
Oh, we can't use that.
I don't know. It's a stupid question. I don't know. I've never murdered someone. I don't know. I don't know what the best way to murder someone is. I can assume.
Okay, well there you go. I hope that answered your question.
Any more?
Yeah, we've got a few more. I was going to save some of these, but fuck it, we'll just go through
more.
them. And then hopefully people
we can
will
ask
send us
again.
some more.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
we'll put another Instagram thing out. Will Harrison Jr. put, arm is in a sling for 6 months. What can I do to pass the time?
Well, it depends on which arm.
Our brains work too similar, Greg.
Yeah, so if you can't wank, then learn with
the
the other
but 6
hand.
months you got enough time to learn with your other hand.
Easily,
I can't do my other hand.
No, you would be able to if you ever had an arm.
No, I can't.
I think
it's like
I've done it once or twice as a little treat because it's almost like.
Oh, hello.
Not a little treat, but it's like let's just. But it's never. It makes it take. It takes me ages.
You can literally do everything else that you can do, apart from maybe drive.
I think the only ever time I've ejaculated from using my other arm is when I've done it that way.
What the no? See that's how have you? Why? Why did you do that?
Because I can imagine in my brain that it's my right hand. I don't know. It worked.
Okay, that's just odd.
It's just awkward. Yeah, no.
I don't know. Read a book. I just like. What do you want me to say? Just do the shit you always do. What does he do? What are you like a skateboarder or something? You can still skate with a broken arm. I don't know what
Will.
I know loads of people used to skate with a broken arm.
You had a sling for a while,
yeah,
didn't you?
I don't think it's that bad.
Because you were going around saying you got hit by a car, but what really happens is you hit a parked car on your bike, and you're like, I got hit by a car and I broke my collarbone.
No, it wasn't a parked car.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
What was it?
It was a car, but it was a stationary car. But there was a person in the car.
So it was parked.
It was parked.
Okay. But anyway, I whacked into their car and then I fell off and broke my shoulder.
What did they say?
They were just like, "Oh, you're right," and I was like, "Yeah." And it's just like, "Which way you going?" And I was like, "All right."
Were you drunk?
Which way you going? Yeah. You're like, yes,
I was like blackout drunk. Yeah, well, not blackout, but brownout. Like,
yeah,
on the cusp of back.
Yeah. Okay, that's fucking jokes.
Not really. It kind of sucks.
I don't think we got many more.
Yeah, when I had my arm in a sling, I literally was able to get up to everything else. So I don't think.
I thought you were in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it was painful, but you can still do everything.
Yeah, that's fair.
You still do everything else.
Fair
and I got
enough.
loads of free time off work and got paid for it.
Well,
Can't complain.
There's your answer, Will. Wank with your other hand. Ride your bike pissed at your head and break your other arm.
And read a book.
Or read a book.
Go read a book.
Yeah, read a book. Okay, Jared_Gent76 said, I have a Buzz Lightyear stuck up my ass. Should I activate his wings?
Yeah.
If you've gone that far.
Why not? If you've put a whole fucking thing up there,
yeah,
you just press the wings.
Just see how
now the world's greatest toy!
And also, yeah.
Not a flying toy.
Because it's interesting. You want to know what would happen. I don't think it would happen. I don't think they would push it out much.
No, they wouldn't.
Unless
I think it would just like pinch
unless it was
against
like
your colon.
Some sort
like
of powerful pneumatic wings or something. It's not going to do anything, is it?
No, yeah, you need some like Colin Fursed up Buzz
geez,
Lightyear wings.
I don't know, I think it would work.
I don't think it would. Your ass was tight too.
I've seen some mad shit go up arseholes.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's expandable.
But I think if you can get some mad shit up arseholes.
I think
definitely.
it'll expand a bit, but it's still going to expand to the full wing length.
Yeah, they go round.
There will be some resistance.
Yeah, it'll push out a bit, but it's not going to push out the whole way.
I don't think the wings would just pop out like normal. Like they would be like.
I think we need a rectal doctor to come on the show. And...
Do you guys remember that?
We should call up a rectal doctor.
Very interesting.
Colonoscopy.
We should do that more on the podcast. Like, contact people for advice about the bullshit that we talk about that we're really misinformed about all the time.
Detective Rectum.
Should we call Detective Rectum?
Should we do it? We probably need a warning at the start of this show now because podcasts are starting to get taken down for like joking about things, but like people are saying no, what you're spreading is misinformation. When it's a comedy podcast.
Us lot are dumb enough. If anyone's dumb enough to take the shit that we say seriously, my God.
Joe Rogan.
There's nothing anyone can do on the internet or the world to help you out.
We all hate Joe Rogan before it was trendy.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
stupid
slaphead caveman.
He's boring.
It's so boring.
He has he used to have quite interesting when he used to have science guests on. I love those episodes. They're interesting, but it's because they talk the entire time and he shuts his fucking stupid ape brain up and shuts his mouth. But every other guest he has on is so shit. It's always like some guy who's like dying of brain AIDS from getting punched in the head too much. Hello, Joe Rogan. My career's over because I got whacked my head too much, but now I'm a comedian. Because they all become comedians. Their careers are over, so they all become comedians, and they're all shit. It's like, what's brown and funny? I don't know. Poop.
That is pretty funny. If I went to stand up show and said that, I would make me burn.
I saw a great post the other day, and it was like, we now have more stand-up comedians than people that like stand-up comedy.
Fuck!
Yeah, that is 100% true.
Yeah.
There's so literally,
and they're all so
3
shit.
people I would watch doing stand-up.
Yeah, who are your 3?
I don't even have one.
Do you honestly not? Dave Chappelle. Bill Burr.
His last 4 stand-ups have been pretty
and maybe
shit.
Louis C.K.
Yeah, it was between Louis C.K. and Bill Burr for me. But have you guys heard of a guy called Shane Gillis? He's really good.
No.
And he does some stuff. He does some jokes that are completely up both of your street.
I think my issue is
he released
that,
the thing about 6 months ago.
I'm just not a fan of just watching a dude stand on a stage for an hour and talking to Mike. Doesn't matter, even if they're hilarious.
If you turned into a girl for a day, most people say, "What would you first thing you do?" And it's like have sex, but it's like
I wouldn't have sex with a
that makes you gay.
Yeah, that's gay. Why would you do that?
I would just cram as many orgasms into one day as I possibly could. And if there's anyone who knows about multiple orgasms, it's another woman.
Yeah, that's true. So, you can't trust a man to give you more orgasms.
Fuck that shit.
But that's another thing. Why are women with men when women do what can do it better?
This is why, though, that they're not really like now. This is why we're getting to that age now where it's just like they've got
then,
like
also
the
you can say the same thing about guys.
Dragon scepter dildo, like, and they just sit at home with them.
I bet gay guys have the best sex on the planet.
I reckon
100% because they know what ticks another man off.
Yeah.
Have you ever been having sex with a girl and then she starts using her hand? Her hand? Why are you using your hand?
Pity job.
Pity job? A hand job?
That's what we call it, a pity
disgusting. Job. There's nothing worse on this planet than a hand job. I hate it. It's so bad. You ever watch the In-Betweeners and he's like sitting on his hand so he can wank himself off and it feels like a woman doing it? It's like, why would you want to simulate a hand job? I'd rather wank myself off than have a hand job. Literally.
Yeah, you do know what makes you tick though, don't
hand jobs do suck.
So anyway, I've been on a bit of a tirade, but I had a lot of...
No. People who are good at hand jobs that are female.
Yeah, but there's just not that many. And that's not a bad thing. That's not having a dig. That's the same way that men can't please a woman as well as she can please herself. Yeah.
I'm sure. No, but there's something about that. Just the hand job. It's just shit. I'm sure there's probably like some hand job fucking mistress who's the master at it. She can she can like milk maybe we should like a cow. You know what I mean? But I doubt it. I really do doubt it. I just doubt it. I just don't think it exists.
Maybe we should try and find her and see if we can change our minds.
I'm genuinely interested. I want to find the sex worker.
The hand job queen.
I want to find the sex worker in the UK who's the best hand job rating. I don't know if they've got a system that you can rate different parts of the experience of the work.
Well, we all go for one.
I would, because I'm interested to see if it's legit. But then you're paying for a hand job, and I would even take one for free.
That's a funny video idea.
That's just a fact. It's just you wouldn't. Even the hottest woman on the planet.
Greg, we haven't seen you.
Hottest woman on the planet.
No. See, that's too far. As much as I don't enjoy them, hottest woman on the planet. I mean, you can do whatever you like.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
But I do know what you mean, Greggy. I do know what you mean.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm so tired.
Greg's fired up. Right, we're hitting red on the battery, guys.
Yeah, we've got to go.
We did the agony cunt. Yeah, you. There's 100 likes on this podcast. Don't forget that we have Spotify, iTunes, and every other like Google podcast.
Anywhere that you can find a podcast, we're on it. Chances
that is true.
Yeah,
that's true. And beach is the worst place to poop.
Not in the world, but just on that list that we did.
A school desk is the worst on the world. I think a
landmine. Worse.
Landmine, yeah, because
landmine is worse.
You're dead. You're just dead. You're dead, man. Unless it's like a tiny little poop that doesn't trigger it.
Oh no! I need to stop talking about poop. It's too funny. We could probably make our own list about this in like 50 episodes or something.
We should do that. Like, in the next we'll
come up with like 4 each.
Yeah. Oh, guys, we're thinking about maybe doing another Ask the Internet soon. We're thinking about because there are hundreds of them. We're thinking about maybe doing like one a month or every every 3, 4, 5 podcasts we'll do like an Ask the Internet. Yeah. And each of us will take it in turns to pick questions and host it or whatever.
Should be pretty fun.
But
those are quite fun, aren't they?
Yeah,
and this was quite fun too.
Yeah, that was fun.
I love talking people with you boys.
We need to find more stuff like this. If you follow any of these sorts of pages and you see any shit like this, poop on a landmine.
This is the only time you ever get Greg like that is when it's to do with poop.
Anytime you've ever laughed like this on the podcast, we've always been talking about shit.
Poop's funny.
It is funny.
But yeah, if you follow any sort of pages like this and you come across anything like this and you think, I know 3 dickheads that will appreciate that, please send it our way because we'd love to do more stuff like this on the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, go and follow us everywhere else. All of our socials are down below. Yep, go check us out. Spotify, Apple, all that nonsense.
Yeah, Lewis has still got the YouTube spiel. You haven't lost it, boy! You haven't lost it!
I wish I could just be like, fuck you, bye.
Goodbye, everyone. We love you.
See you later, everybody.
Be nice to your families.
Yeah, be nice to everyone. Unless you're Joe Rogan. Fuck that cunt.
I wish they'd killed the bastard.
Spit on that bloke's head if you see him. Right on the top.